And a look behind the curtain here. Final preparations for the challenge ahead. Hoping to come out of the gates strong. Downtown Milwaukee is seen from the shore of Lake Michigan on a cloudless day. It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, almost all of the Greek Freaks' points come in the paint.
You're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. A look at the Magic starting group. Isaac out there with prime time, and it's Vucevic. Then it's Evan Fournier, and it's Fultz in at the point guard position. And for Milwaukee, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then it's Matthews, then it's Brook Lopez, and it's DiVincenzo in at the 1. About this time of the year, we hear early talk about end-of-the-season awards. When you're thinking about who you'd vote for MVP or whatever, Doris, when do you start giving consideration to those topics?
You know what's fascinating, Kevin, is where all the major awards are considered, particularly the MVP, it feels like there's a narrative that develops back when the season starts. The key as a voter, I think, is to sort of eliminate the noise, look at the numbers, consider the success of teams, and make your decision from there. You've got to make sure you're really doing your research.
And sometimes, am I right, it comes down to the final couple days of the regular season before a voter like yourself knows for sure.
Kev, I have cast my MVP ballot on the last possible day in each of the last 3 years.
Pass to Giannis. Shot clock at 6. That's tipped. Here's prime time. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. It's a 3-point game. Their last encounter was in Orlando, where they were able to handle the Magic.
Yeah, they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory. And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
Puts it up from 17. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Here's Milwaukee now. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
It's hauled in by the Magic, coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
It came down to execution. No wasted possessions, and that is absolutely essential trying to win on the road.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic. And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
been on fire lately. Let's take a look at your Eastern Conference Player of the Week, Primetime.
Well, you just look at the scoring he's provided and the numbers he has put up, and it's a no-brainer. Rarely does someone carry an offense this much and not walk away with some form of hardware for their efforts.
Fultz, the pass to Primetime. And he goes big with the dunk over Brook Lopez.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. For Orlando, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. That free throw good from Primetime.
And the coaching carousel in Orlando for a few years has now become a point of stability.
Greg, there is no doubt Steve Clifford has done an amazing job in such a very short window of time. And that's after overcoming his own individual health concerns that forced him to take a 21-game leave of absence. What an incredible turnaround for the team and for Cliff himself.
The shot's good from Fournier.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
DiVincenzo. They get it back.
Just one made field goal in 5 tries. Not a good start.
And Orlando again with the bucket.
And when it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles Twine.
Bucks trail by 13, and Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. First, you have high hopes for the new draft lottery system to keep every team competitive to the very end of the season.
Well, one of the keys in implementing this new draft lottery system was to make sure that the bottom 3 teams were given equal opportunity to get that top draft choice. I think you did see it have some effect on play and teams trying to be competitive while understanding they're still going to have an opportunity to build their team through the draft. But here's the reality. The NBA has got to be under review constantly. There's a process in play. It's one of the most proactive leagues in the country in terms of always looking for little things to make sure their game is the best it can be.
Attention to detail. Well said.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Kicks to Giannis. Matthews scanning the floor. Pass to Middleton. Here's Antetokounmpo. He's covered by Isaac. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw tonight.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74. Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's DiVincenzo. And Vucevic pulls it down. Here's Orlando now. They're on a 19-6 run. Got a piece of it. That one finds the mark on target from Primetime. Primetime's got 7 points in the game. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Bucks. Down by 15. Trying to get open is Lopez. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And what a year last season for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He was terrific across, Greg, all stat categories.
And he was rightfully in the MVP conversation very early on. He's still very young, and I see multiple MVP seasons in his future.
Primetime, the pass to Vucevic. Here's Isaac. And again, it's Orlando with a 3.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Here's DiVincenzo. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. From 11 feet away, and the Bucks miss again. Orlando leading by 17. Passes it to Fournier. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo, and does. Matthews, no one around him, and it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Fournier gets a wide-open look, bangs home the trifecta. He's got 6.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end, Greg. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Prime time, the pass to Vucevic. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Vucevic has got his second basket of the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. He feeds it to Lopez. Back to Giannis. Second chance shot. Vucevic with the ball.
Well, the reach, the timing, Vucevic using all of that 7'4" wingspan to turn that shot away.
Fultz looking around, and the pass to Primetime. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Wesley Matthews picks one up.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, Greg, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
For Orlando, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Marvin Williams is checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Wesley Matthews. Back to Williams. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Primetime, and that one is stuffed right through.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
Antetokounmpo finds Williams. Here's DiVincenzo. 11 points for him in that last game against the Clippers. 5 on the clock. Back to Williams. Knocks it loose. Magic leading by 21. Down low. Here's Primetime, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Fultz brings the double team. Williams passes to DiVincenzo. Giannis outside. He doesn't hit that one. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Left side, Gordon. Pass to Primetime. Pass to Ross. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Yeah, great anticipation of where the open man was going to be. And Terrence Ross finds him immediately. That's really pretty.
And for Milwaukee, they're shooting just 35% to start the game. Gordon, the pass to Primetime. Vucevic, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Antetokounmpo's got 11.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
Fultz, the pass to Gordon. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Korver in for Chris Middleton. The Magic also changing it up. Bamba comes in for Vucevic, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Here's Williams, and Bamba pulls it down.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Gordon, rebound by Williams. And it's Williams with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Korver bounce pass. Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Ross. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Bucks making a change here. On the court for Orlando, Fournier and Ross, they're the wings. Vucevic is out there with prime time, and it's Fultz in at the point. Vucevic with it. Williams picks him up. Trying his luck from deep. Fultz, no good.
And after nailing a three-pointer in the first quarter, he has yet to connect here in the second.
Giannis passes to Williams. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Fultz, and finished off by Fultz.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
The drive by Giannis. Williams trying to break free. Passes it to Fultz. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Chris Middleton was a first-time All-Star in 2019. We all know that Middleton is one of the league's best shooters, but he had to adjust his game to a new system under coach Mike Budenholzer. Middleton said, "I guess that's what being an All-Star is, a team player and a complete player. Not playing for stats, playing for nothing else but to win." Kevin?
First-time All-Star and well-deserved. David, thank you. Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a play.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. The Bucks have made 5 of 8 of their free throw attempts.
You know, we always talk about what a rare talent Giannis is, and it's true. Unrivaled athleticism and versatility. Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durants, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. Connaughton passes to Williams. Feeds to Giannis. And they pick up 2. Antetokounmpo's got 17.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Here's prime time. Oh, wow.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. So a chance now to check out how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
And I tell you, the excitement's starting to ratchet up a little bit as the tallies start coming in.
You look at prime time. He's out in front in the East, a superstar talent, certainly worthy of accolades.
And getting the kind of attention you'd expect for a player having the kind of season he's having.
A great All-Star weekend it'll be. We'll keep you updated as we get closer. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And so here's Orlando. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The Magic have had 7 opportunities at the free throw line and made good on 5 of them. And here's Matthews for the 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Vucevic has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Ross, that's good.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still Plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
And it's Fultz with the ball for Orlando. To the paint. Draws on the wing. There's the three. A putback, and it's put back in by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 8 points here in this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Matthews passes to Williams. That's tipped. Here's Primetime. He's got 22. Fournier passes to Primetime. To the left side wing. The shot off that time. Great D that time from Middleton. 5-on-3 break. Here's Antetokounmpo, and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Giannis has got 21 in the game.
Well, they're not behind because of this guy. He is putting on a tremendous run.
Fultz the pass to Primetime. Inside, trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him.
This guy's so polished inside. Nikola Vucevic, great at being assertive and earning these fouls. Now, 2019, Nikola Vucevic becomes a first-time All-Star. No doubt his best season, and what a timely one to have it in a contract year.
Al-Farouq Aminu, he's checked in for Orlando. Great open look there. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
Well, nice job by Wesley Matthews to read the defense and put it on time and on target.
Now, here's Fultz. He's covered by Matthews. No good from Primetime.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
There's Williams with the three, and another three for Milwaukee.
This is the confidence you love seeing. Sometimes Williams wastes no time in getting his shot off.
To the middle, here's Primetime, and he dunks it down.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Hey, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one. Milwaukee's gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. Right side, Williams. The floater. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. The shot's good from Primetime. Primetime's got 26.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Giannis drives in. And here's Matthews from the arc. The shot missing. And so it's Orlando rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from Primetime.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Matthews and Middleton the 2 wings. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. They're the group for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
He's looking for Giannis and finds him. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
That is not supposed to happen. You're not supposed to throw an alley-oop from that kind of distance.
And then to dunk it with authority. Wow. The Bucks shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Bucks. On Wednesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Friday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And looking at the Cavs matchup, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Here's Giannis, and Giannis throws it down.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
Well, that's how you drive your point home right there. The pass to Primetime. Matthews with the steal. To the inside. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Middleton outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
But only the first miss of the second half. They've come out here with authority.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy? Well, you think about the solid first year Steve Clifford had coaching the Orlando Magic. This team had a solid season with a great leap on the defensive end of the floor. Clifford once again showing he is a great defensive mind in the NBA coaching ranks.
Matthews with the steal. At the elbow, it's Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
And with Clifford and the defense, he's excelled in that area his whole career.
Well, think back at both stops in Charlotte and Orlando. His teams have been really solid on the defensive end of the floor. They limit turnovers and second chance points, get back in transition, build the wall. It's becoming his calling card as a coach, guys.
Out to the right wing, fires from 14. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Primetime, and he has 28 points for the game. He dishes it to Fultz. Pass to Isaac. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Fultz. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Kyle. Interesting, Doris, to see how these NBA players that come into the league looking one way physically and they leave looking another way, they change their bodies over the course of their career.
Kevin, you talked about this earlier. These players commit to their season over the course of 365 days. Virtually no offseason. Think about the reigning MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, who adds 50 pounds of muscle from the time he enters the NBA. Or the other side of the equation, right? A Yusuf Nurkic or a Marc Gasol who drop weight, Kevin, to enhance their quickness and their stamina. These guys are so committed.
Well, yeah, still possessing the athleticism. Williams is sensational at finding ways to throw it down. And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by Milwaukee.
1:36 left in the third quarter of the game. Middleton the pass to Williams. Passes to Connaughton. Middleton outside. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Floats it up for Giannis, and the dunk by Giannis.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Prime time. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in. Boy, plenty of time left in the clock. He needs to keep his poise. That's his 4th foul now.
And the Bucks making a change here. DiVincenzo's checked in. Matthews goes in. He kicks it to Antetokounmpo. It doesn't go for him. And Orlando will come the other way. Here's Prime time, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
To the paint, here's Matthews. It balls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Fultz. He's got 15. Kicks it out to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got his 7th assist in the game.
I love that Aaron Gordon goes right up with it. He's got really good instincts for knowing when to catch and shoot. What a terrific pass. Work the ball inside and create a good look for your teammate.
And so it's the Orlando Magic riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And don't go away. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
And to me, Jay, you love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
And we reach the 4th quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. 4th quarter on the floor for the Magic. Fultz and Ross pair up to make the backcourt. Prime time is out there with Vucevic, and it's Gordon in at the 3 spot.
Guys, how about the Magic making the playoffs last year for the first time in 7 years? And think about how much qualifying did for their confidence moving forward.
And Matthews kicks to Antetokounmpo, and the double up Antetokounmpo. The 3, DiVincenzo gets the bucket.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Orlando leading by 15. And talking about that postseason, Orlando ran into a buzzsaw in Kawhi Leonard.
Well, Kawhi was fantastic, and he gave Aaron Gordon and Jonathan Isaac a glimpse into what it's like to operate at a championship level. Sometimes your opponent teaches you how to build on what you have started to begin and formulate in your own organization. The future is bright.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more.
About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. Prime time, the pass to Gordon. Good on the bucket.
Well, you have to admire the strength of Aaron Gordon. This guy is adept at finding his way through intense defense.
Here's DiVincenzo. The fader. Yes, it is. Or that is a bucket. Number 5 on a 5 for 11 night.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Prime time, the pass to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, the size is there, but the vertical is what really is eye-popping with Aaron Gordon.
And there's the pass to Matthews. Now here's Middleton. No good with the triple.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Prime time, the pass to Fultz. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Fournier's checked in for Ross. Bucks trail by 17. Here's DiVincenzo. Dishes it to Matthews. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Fultz.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Here's prime time, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
On the wing, Giannis. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
At the elbow, it's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Well, clear the runway, gentlemen. Aaron Gordon decided to finish with authority.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Williams. Floats it up for Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Pass to Matthews. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
After taking some time to find his rhythm, he's been unstoppable since the break.
They double him with Giannis, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
You know that the pass is for Aaron Gordon, but his athleticism takes any defense out of the equation. Doing work, Aaron Gordon.
Fournier against Matthews. Back to Middleton. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And stolen by Fournier. Passes it to primetime. Lob pass to Gordon. The rebound by the Bucks.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that.
Outside Fournier to the middle. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Bucks trail by 21. Right wing. Here's DiVincenzo. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in.
I'll tell you, you are playing with fire anytime you leave this guy open, and they just got burned.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton.
Match substitution. Prime time.
Here's Fournier, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching, and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the basement.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible. Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Floats it up for Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in. And it's Fultz with the ball for the Orlando Magic. It's an 18-point lead. Prime time, the pass to Isaac. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Can we remember this guy is 6'10", so if he's in position, turn the lights out.
Milwaukee's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. Pass to Matthews. Here's DiVincenzo. Middleton outside. Over in the corner, onto the Kumbo. No good from outside. Magic leading by 20. And the rejection by Giannis. And the double up onto Kumbo. Lopez outside. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got assist number 7 for him tonight.
You know, I think Lopez knows basically he can get his shot up over anyone. That stretch ability as a perimeter scorer is so important.
Here's Vucevic. There's the pass to Primetime. Back to Vucevic. And no good. The Bucks go the other way with it. Pass to Middleton. No one near him. They get it back. And to Kumbo. Off target at the rim.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Inside, Fournier draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
What a skilled finish from Evan Fournier. The experience and the toughness to overcome the defense.
And that one falls for Fournier. Doris, isn't it interesting that we're seeing some teams with more 3-point attempts than 2-point attempts?
It's incredible, Kevin, that every year over the last decade you see more 3-point attempts across all 30 NBA teams. And think about the Houston Rockets. In each of the last 2 years, the Rockets have actually taken more threes than 2s. This is the evolution of the game. It is not going anywhere. There's 2 high-value shots in the league. Restricted area 2s, that means point-blank opportunities at the rim, and 3-point shots, and everything else in between seems to be getting lost.
They double him with Middleton. Here's Primetime. Vucevic trying to get open.
How about the timing? Can be the difference between an assist and a turnover. Nice delivery.
Timeout called the Bucks. They're down by 20. 1:33 left in the fourth. And now we've got a moment for our Jordan Player of the Game, Primetime.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Outside, onto the Kumbo. .122 left in the fourth quarter. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And you could see what he wanted to do there, but that was a tough giveaway.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Robin Lopez is checked in for Antetokounmpo. The shot's good from Primetime. Primetime's got 47 points.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Magic.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece. Still 2 more to go in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Primetime.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double. But the truth is, they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Lopez. It's deflected. Here's Primetime. Wilson grabs the board. Lopez outside. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
Exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldrich, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.
You can't shoot! 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 You can't shoot!
What can you say about these guys?
Levi, what's up, man?
There he is! All right, buddy, yeah, we'll talk later. How are you, huh? How's it feel, this entire party just for you?
It's pretty dope.
Can I get you anything? Anything at all?
Kind of hungry a little bit.
Absolutely, they got these cupcakes, they look like headphones. Highly recommend. I'll be right back.
All right.
You're the man. Hey, all for you.